Hey guys, Vampire Lord here, and welcome back to Millika Village. So it says hello, Vamps. Just about to start working. You want to help me out for the day? Yeah, sure, why not? It's good to hear. It's nice to have some company in these hectic times. Sure, you get used to the work quickly and whatever, you guys can read it and what. Don't forget to pause though. We should go now. There are bound to be plenty of injuries that need healing. So, there's morale, day 1, strength, agility, intelligence, charisma. You work with Larissa in her lab for the day. Surrounded by the sound of bubbling potions and strangely colored concoctions. Interesting. Larissa works at a blinding pace, clearly experienced for her job. You struggle to keep up with her as she gives you various tasks, but you feel you're improving quickly. You learn much about alchemy and about curing illnesses and injuries in the process. Awesome. Intelligence +2. What other work do you want to do today? Let's deliver potions. You spend the rest of the day delivering potions to people's homes. Time is the essence and you need to move quickly. Agility +1. Sweet. Go to sleep for the night. You can hear a blizzard starting outside. Seems like you'll definitely have to stay in the village until this weather passes. Oh, okay. Day 2. What does this do? Oh, okay, that's the chief. Is this the only people that live here? Oh, Vamps. Want to help me hunt? Yeah, let's go hunting. Don't worry if you're new to this. I'll show you how it's done. Let's get going. Time's not exactly on our side. Alright, you go hunting in the nearby forest with Kira. You both move quietly through the forest, bows at the ready. The only sound you hear are the faint rustling of leaves underfoot. Anything more than that, and you'll know there's an animal nearby. You spend the whole day in the woods, getting a good amount of food. Worn out by the end of the day. However, you feel like you become lighter on your feet and more swift. Agility +2. What other work do you want to do today? Let's gather herbs. Spend the rest of the day gathering herbs for Larissa. You learn more about the area and the various plants that inhabit it. Intelligence +1. Ooh, you visit the village tavern after the day's work. Kira is sipping from a mug at one of the tables, relaxing by herself. She waves to you as you walk in and beckons you over. Really, it's nice to finally get a chance to properly talk. Been so busy lately, but you seem to be settling in well enough. Father's stone cold stare hasn't scared you off, I hope. Been wondering though. You're not gonna ask me out, are you? Why are you passing through the area in the first place? And do you have a profession? If I'm being nosy, please tell me. I can be a bit curious for my own good sometimes. You spend a pleasant evening chatting with Kira. I think it's Kira or Kira, about your lives up to now. You mentioned the fact that the chieftain of the village is your father. Yeah, that isn't as easy a life as you might assume. Father certainly likes to remind me that I'll become chieftain myself one day. He also likes to remind me that I have a long way to go if I'm going to be any kind of leader. One of the few times I remember being praised by him was when we went hunting and I showed him how much I improved. It was the only time I'd ever seen him surprised, in a good way at least. He talked for a while longer and then part ways before getting home before blizzard starts. Yep, those dang blizzards. You go to sleep for the night because that's all you do. So day 3. So what? Well, let's go talk to the chief, dude. Okay, yeah, so I can work that far. You need to get materials to strengthen our walls and homes. Myself and some other villagers are about to leave for the mines. Are you coming with us? Oh, why not? Extra help would certainly be really useful. Just make sure you keep up with everyone else. It's a long day and I don't want anyone slacking off. Aw, man. Can I just slack off maybe just like a tiny bit? You spend the day mining with the chieftain and a group of other villagers. Long day spent swinging bulky pickaxes in cold, dark tunnels has worn you out. You feel like your strength is growing as a result of the work, however. Strength +2. What other work do you want to do today? Yeah, let's go look for ore. You spend the rest of the day delving deeper into the mines looking for ore deposits. Your understanding of the cavern system improves as you navigate the winding tunnels. Intelligence +1. Sweet. That night, you're called to help out in the tavern. The place is overflowing with people, and you put to work serving drinks. The patrons are asking for the strongest drinks you have, looking to get blind drunk. Nice. You're reminded that the chieftain's stressing the importance of everyone being able to work each morning. They seem eagerly anticipating their drinks, however, and want to have fun. What do you do? Ooh. Tricky. Get what they wanted. Let's water down the alcohol. You worry that they won't be able to work in the morning if they're hungover. Dilute the alcohol, hoping no one will notice, and tell them it's the strongest drink you have. Your attempts to convince them fall flat. Seems your charisma is lacking. Oh well. I've been patient with you. The tavern owner makes you do paperwork in the back room instead. Oh. The monotony of working through stacks and stacks of paper is night. Intelligence -2. Oh. Yikes. Does everybody stand here in the same spot each day? I mean, it's just... the tavern apparently needs extra help. Then the day working in the tavern? Yeah. Oh, where's my mouse? Okay. There we go. Yeah, why not? Let's go work at the tavern since we kind of just, flopped. You work for the tavern in the day, serving drinks and conversing with the patrons. You hear many stories while talking with the patrons and learn about the village. Charisma +2. What do you want to do today? Let's clean floors. Scrubbing beer stains from the floors and tables. Surprisingly tough. Strength +1. Awesome. You visit the tavern again. This time you end up meeting Larissa unwinding after the day's work. Really. How are things, Vamps? Are you getting used to the village yet? Kind of, I guess. Kira mentioned that she was talking to you here recently and realized I once had a normal conversation. Well, I don't live that far in this village, I swear the amount of patience I've had today with a new record. Apparently, many of the villagers thought it was a good idea to drink themselves to death last night. Oh, Jesus. I lost track of how many injuries happened because someone was too hungover and couldn't work properly. I don't suppose you took part in that last night. You talked for a while longer about this and that. You ended up talking about her work and how she started. Oh, I've been studying alchemy and medical practices since I can remember. In fact, my first patient, if you want to call it, was Kira of all people. It's how we met actually. We were both children at the time and I was looking for herbs in the forest. It was a completely peaceful day and then I heard a cry of pain in the distance. I didn't know it, but Kira was in the area hunting or learning to hunt as it was back then. She was cut up pretty badly by a boar that had charged her. She managed to kill it before it got any worse, at least. Found her and threw together a basic potion that would disinfect and heal the wounds. She was so afraid that the chief would find out that she was hurting herself. She actually made a different face. The potion healed up all immediately, instantly, whatever. We've been friends ever since then. Okay, cool. We're 20 now, so that makes it about 13 years we've met. Chat for a little while longer before parting ways for the night. You go to sleep for the night. Because, that's what we do. Wow. Already on day 5. Holy crap. Okie dokie. I am going to